Hello and welcome to the Cast and Contrast podcast, first episode. Just explain a bit about what we're doing. Today I'm on my own, but we will have people joining us, regulars predominantly. And typically we will be fishing. Not the best weather for fishing at the moment. Or as today we might be doing some brewing. Own a small brewery, so I might do that. The reason for this is studios, I think, work for a lot of people, but wouldn't work for me. And the reason for that is a bit formal. Do most of my best thinking when I've got a bit of time. And when I have a bit of time, it's usually when I'm brewing or fishing. So it might be a little bit noisy, like just then. So if you're watching on the video podcast, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. And if you're listening on Spotify or iTunes or something, then you can just picture me in a brewery. Sorry for the noise. Or go and have a look at the YouTube podcast, the video podcast. So today, on my own, day after Boxing Day, and I've got a bit to do. Batch of beer needs to go out, and that is mashing at 65 degrees. I'll try not to talk too much about the brewing, but if you're interested in it, let me know, and I can do something specifically on that. Today, what I was wanting to talk about is a fellow that I came across called Victor Noir. I didn't personally come across him. He's been dead since 1870, I believe. He's a journalist, French journalist. And he was killed by, I believe it was Napoleon's cousin. I think he shot him. And he now has a reputation of being like a bit of a renegade, a bit of a opposition leader. However, strangely, what he's most known for is what people do at his grave in Paris. Remember, this fella only died in 1870, so he's not like a Greek god or anything like that. But he does have a ability, well, so it says, to improve your sex life and improve your fertility. So what women have taken to doing is going to his grave, and on top of his grave there's a statue. The statues of him, like it's bronze, lying down dead. On top of it, like a tomb-style grave. And, excuse me, women have been doing all sorts of things. Some innocent enough, putting flowers there. But some women have been riding him. Now, as it happens, because he was getting a bit of support as an opposition leader, when they made his grave and put this statue on top, they made him pretty well endowed, so he's got quite a bulge in his trousers. And you can imagine like copper and that sort of thing. It goes green, bit of patina comes on it. But when you see the grave of this fella, it's there's no patina on his Johnson. It is polished. And strangely, his face is polished as well. So people have been going in the cemetery and even hitching up the dresses and robbing themselves to such a degree they've polished his Johnson on this, you can see that, on his dead statue. But this has all only happened in like the last, 150 years? So I don't understand, how long does it take to make a myth? Not a myth, but mythology, I guess is what it is. So yeah, it got so bad that they put a fence around his grave. I think that was in 2007. But women complained that they couldn't get to the statue, women's groups, so they ripped the fence down. So now, unadulterated access to the statue on a grave of a dead man, Victor Noir, good name, and basically, he's lived a good life. Maybe he's certainly living a good death. Not many people would have that. Anyway, that's just my thoughts for the day, really. Maybe they learn about that in French schools, but never heard it in my life before. Didn't believe it was true. Did my research, and sure enough, there it is. Anyway, that I think might be me for the day. Just a quick one to start with. I need to test my microphones and that sort of thing. Hopefully it sounds all right. Hopefully it's worked out well. If it hasn't, you'll probably never hear this. Next time, we will be fishing. And I'm hoping to have a good friend of mine with me to discuss the topics of the day. So, thanks guys, and see you next time.